What's going on, everybody? We are back again for another Attack on Titan episode review. So if you guys have not seen the latest episode, click off the video, go check it out. But we're going to be talking about episode 9 of Attack on Titan, the final season, part 2. Now, this one was a little more slowed down because we see where now everyone's together, everyone's talking about the latest of developments of what's going on and how they want to try of making things right, because Hodge finds Jean as well as Mika-san and everyone else, and she explains what they all explain what they're trying to do. And then what we see is where Hodge is stating that the genocide is wrong, and she's pretty much feeling the same, that all the comrades are looking at them to not only avenge them but make their sacrifice worth something, to not make it look like that they just didn't live for no reason. And then even we see where Jean even says at the end, hey, I'm with you, but at the same time everyone understands the reason why Eren is doing what he did, or what he's doing, because it just does not make sense. But at the same time, they all understand the reasons why they're doing what they're doing. And Hodge is just so broken to the point where she does not know what to do. She's no longer a commander, but she is. But at the same time, she's only trying to do what's right. And then when they're all sitting down eating, you have, of course, the Mali soldiers. You got Gabby, Falco. You got Annie. You got Raynar. You got Hodge. You got Levi asleep. You got Jean. You got Connie, you got Armin, you got Mika-san. They're all talking, and they're talking about the reasons why they've gone to war for so long, and why Eren's doing what he's doing. And then it gets brought up if they can kill Eren, and Annie kind of triggers Mika-san to where they're about ready to fight, and the fighting actually stops just quick enough to where she realizes, look, I understand you don't want to fight him. She says, and I know you don't want to kill him. She says, if you can talk it over, great. She says, but I'm fighting for someone too. And that's when you gets to show him that, hey, I'm fighting for my dad. And that she wants to make sure that her father is going to survive. She doesn't know how, but she wants to make sure he survives. And if he does, okay, great. But she also knows that, hey, look, our Armin and Mika-san are going to be able to fight Eren and possibly kill him, if that's what it's going to take to not only stop it, but to be able to kill him if they truly need to do that, and not just let him go on. Now, they go back and forth, and even Hodge is finally like, stop it, and they finally do stop, and then they start eating and talking about how after all this time they're only talking about they're not fighting, they're just talking. And it later gets brought up with Yelena, how she brings up all the things that they've done, what Armin did, Raynar leaving, and all of them, and she even says everyone knows, and even Jean says that if you and everyone else did not break through the walls that day, Eren wouldn't be doing what he's doing. So they prove a good point by saying, hey, if you didn't break through these walls, then Eren wouldn't have done what he did, and also at the same time, he wouldn't have saw his mother be killed right in front of him. So they do prove a lot of points, and we see where Raynar even brings up, after being with Yelena, saying about Marco, of how he is the reason why he's dead, and then he lost a fit of rage, and he was trying to avenge him in some weird way. Jean, after so long, tries to tell him to stop it, and then finally he just beats that living crap out of him, and we have where Connie and Armin try to stop him, and then he kicks Gabby by accident. He doesn't mean to, and then she starts begging for help, and so does Falco, and they start begging, and they're saying that the reason why they were thinking on this is because they were trying to make things better for themselves, so that way they wouldn't be looked at like how the world looks at the Paradise Island ones, like they're just monsters and they're demons, and they're begging for help. And Jean walks off, and he doesn't know what to do. Then he later wakes them up and says, hey, I'm sorry. He even apologizes to Gabby and says, hey, I was wrong. Are you okay? And she says, no, it's fine. He even looks at Raynar and says, look, I'm not going to apologize to you. I have no reason to apologize to you. And he says, okay, that's fine. And then right at the very end of the episode, you see where the Car Titan shows up, and she reveals that the Jaegers have taken over the port, because what they are trying to do is they're trying to get to the port, be able to get onto a boat or a ship to be able to get to the other side, so that way they can warn whomever, and that way all that the Titans are coming and find a way to stop Eren, even if it's going to be by talking to him or unfortunately trying to find a way to kill him, because right now they're going to need all the Titans on their side so that way they can make sure that they are going to be somehow able to survive. So overall, the episode, that's pretty much the gist of the episode. It wasn't, I would say, the best episode in my opinion. It was kind of boring a little bit of a way. I'm just not enjoying Attack on Titan much, guys. I'm really not. I'm not trying to make it, oh, it's, make it boring, but Attack on Titan just hasn't been good, man. Like as of late, like this past season and this season is just, it hasn't been that good. And I now see the reason why people that are fans of the manga just didn't like the ending or didn't like it, because I've had people tell me, and I'm like, please don't spoil anything. But at the same time, I understand the reason why people have stated, look, I don't like this episode, or I do not like this character, or I don't want to see this, or I don't want to see that, and I understand the reason why now. But overall, what were your thoughts about the episode? I'd personally like to know down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, about subscribing, leave a big fat like on the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on the next one.